Welcome to PodForge, your daily briefing cybersecurity spotlight. February 14, 2026.
All right, diving straight in today, we're tackling some pressing issues in the cybersecurity world. First up, we'll look at how major news publishers are putting the brakes on access to the Internet Archive because of worries about AI scraping their content. Then we'll unpack that wild story about a smart sleep mask that's accidentally broadcasting users' brainwaves to the open web. And finally, we'll discuss IBM's decision to triple entry-level jobs as they hit the limits of AI adoption. You know, it's fascinating how these topics tie into broader themes of privacy, tech ethics, and the human element in an AI-driven era. Let me think this should give us a solid rundown without any fluff, so stay tuned for the details and what it all means moving forward. Okay, starting with the big one from the Nieman Journalism Lab. News publishers are limiting access to the Internet Archive due to concerns over AI scraping.
According to the report, outlets are scrutinizing their digital archives as potential backdoors for AI crawlers, which could hoover up content without permission and use it for training models or other purposes.
This isn't just about protecting intellectual property, it's about maintaining control in an era where AI is gobbling up data left and right.
Think about it. If AI systems can freely access and repurpose journalistic work, that undermines the original creators and could lead to misinformation or diluted revenue streams for these publishers.
It's a real wake-up call, because as AI gets smarter, the line between innovation and exploitation blurs, and we have to ask ourselves, how do we balance technological progress with fair compensation for content creators? What's interesting here is the broader implications for the internet as a whole. If more publishers follow suit, the Internet Archive, which has been a vital resource for preserving history and research, might become less accessible. That could affect researchers, students, and even everyday folks who rely on it for free information.
Oh, that's actually really concerning because, wait a second, we're seeing a trend where AI's rapid advancement is forcing traditional institutions to rethink their strategies.
For instance, this move highlights the need for stronger regulations on data usage in AI development, like implementing opt-in systems or better licensing agreements. All in all, it's a reminder that cybersecurity isn't just about hacks, it's about protecting digital ecosystems from unintended consequences of tech evolution. Shifting gears to something more personal and potentially alarming, let's talk about that smart sleep mask from the blog post on ameliosbearblog.dev. The user described how their Kickstarter-backed sleep mask, which includes EEG brain monitoring features, was found to broadcast users' brainwaves to an open MQTT broker. Basically, after some troubleshooting, they realized the device was sending sensitive data out into the wild without proper security measures. I was gonna say, that's wild. Imagine your sleep patterns and brain activity being exposed online for anyone to access. The post details how the user reverse-engineered the Bluetooth protocol to understand this, but the key point is that this highlights major privacy flaws in consumer tech, especially wearables that handle health data. Now, this isn't just a one-off glitch. It raises serious questions about the oversight in IoT devices. With so many gadgets connecting to the internet these days, the risks of data breaches are skyrocketing, and users often have no idea what's being shared. For example, if brainwave data falls into the wrong hands, it could be used for targeted advertising or even more nefarious purposes like identity theft or surveillance.
Let me think about this. Companies need to prioritize encryption and user consent from the get-go, because incidents like this erode trust in smart tech.
It's a perfect illustration of why cybersecurity education is crucial. People should be checking device specs and understanding data flows before buying. What makes this story even more relevant is how it ties into everyday life. A lot of folks are jumping on the wellness tech bandwagon, but stories like this show that convenience can come at a high price. Oh, that's genuinely eye-opening. We need better industry standards to prevent these kinds of exposures. Moving forward, regulators might step in, or maybe we'll see more open-source tools for auditing devices, which could empower users to protect themselves. All in all, it's a stark reminder that in cybersecurity, the smallest oversight can lead to big problems, so staying vigilant is key.
All right, wrapping up our main stories with some positive news from Fortune. IBM is tripling the number of entry-level jobs for Gen Z workers after realizing the limits of AI adoption. The article explains that despite AI's hype, companies like IBM are finding that human oversight is still essential, especially in areas where AI falls short, like complex problem-solving and ethical decision-making. So they're expanding hiring to bring in fresh talent, which is a breath of fresh air in a job market that's been rattled by automation fears. That's actually encouraging. It shows that AI isn't replacing jobs entirely. Instead, it's creating a need for people who can work alongside these technologies.
Digging deeper, this move by IBM underscores the human element in cybersecurity and tech fields. For instance, while AI can handle routine tasks, entry-level roles often involve learning and adapting, which requires that creative human touch. With AI's limitations in areas like nuanced judgment, companies are doubling down on training programs to build a workforce that's AI literate. This could lead to more opportunities in cybersecurity, where professionals are needed to monitor AI systems and prevent breaches. It's a smart strategy, really, because as we integrate more AI, the demand for skilled humans to manage it will only grow.
On a bigger scale, this highlights a shift in the industry. AI is a tool, not a replacement, and that means job markets might stabilize or even expand in certain sectors. Oh, that's wild to consider. Especially for young professionals entering the field, it could mean more entry points into cybersecurity careers. But wait, it also emphasizes the importance of upskilling. So if you're in tech, focusing on AI integration skills might be a game changer. Overall, IBM's approach is a positive sign that we're moving towards a balanced future where technology and people complement each other.
To sum it up, we've covered how news publishers are safeguarding their content from AI threats, the privacy pitfalls of that smart sleep mask, and IBM's boost in entry-level hiring despite AI's rise. Each story shows the evolving landscape of cybersecurity, from data protection to job opportunities. It's clear that as tech advances, we all need to stay informed and proactive. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, in the world of cybersecurity, awareness is your best defense. Catch you tomorrow for more.
One last thing before we sign off. If you're interested in staying updated, check out resources like the ones mentioned in Reddit threads, such as following cybersecurity subreddits or reliable news sites. It's all about building that knowledge base to navigate these changes. All right, that's a wrap. Stay safe out there.